Tens of thousands of people are expected to take part in today's 420 cannabis event. Preparations are well underway at Vancouver's Sunset Beach Park. Crews busy finishing setting up earlier this morning, as you can see there. The event has been a hot topic over the past couple of weeks after being denied a permit. The park board then tried canceling a scheduled performance by rap group Cypress Hill over crowd control concerns. There's also been a large debate that 420 should be called a festival, not a protest, as well as who is going to cover the costs of the cleanup operation and policing. Joining me now to discuss some of those concerns is cannabis and 420 advocate Jodie Emery. You're also the spokesperson for the event today.
Yes. Thank you for having me.
And thanks for being here. How many people are you expecting? The day's supposed to be beautiful. You have a rap group joining this year. How many are you thinking will show up?
Well, last year we estimated 100,000 and all the official numbers were 40, 50 to downplay it. So we expect about the same crowd. Although with all this attention and all this hype from Park Board, they've given us a lot of free advertising. But thankfully we work with police and safety and security officials, and we have a site plan and everything is ready to go to make sure it's fun and safe for everybody.
Yeah, well, we saw the preparations underway there. They're covering the grass. I understand there's not enough of those tiles to cover the entire grass.
We buy every available tile in the city of Vancouver. It's $30,000 worth of ground covering to protect the grass, and we spend a couple thousand to reseed any parts that are damaged.
Now, you call this a protest. Other people are saying that it's a festival. How do you counter it?
We've always called it a protest against prohibition and a celebration of cannabis. April 20th is recognized worldwide by millions of people. There are marches in the streets, there are parties. It's all of that. And we have people writing to us from around the world saying, we're still persecuted here, please stand up for us. So that's what it's about. When you look at Vancouver Pride, their website says they're a protest, a party, a time to take up space and to celebrate how far they've come and to focus on what they still need to do. So we're hoping for equality to the other events in the city. 420 Vancouver is the only self-funded event that pays for all costs except policing, because we don't get any tax subsidies. Fireworks gets $800,000 tax dollars to pay for policing. Bicycle rides get $250,000. Pride gets 100 and some odd thousand. So if we could get a permit from Park Board and a tax subsidy from the city like everyone else gets, then we'd be on a level playing field. But people will be happy to know that every year we work with City of Vancouver staff, Park Board staff, who recommended we get a permit to the Park Board, and Vancouver Fire and Rescue, Vancouver Police, Vancouver Coastal Health. So we also donate money to all sorts of charities to offset any sort of concerns. This year we're giving $4,200 to CKNW's Children Fund and Global's Variety Children's Fundraiser. So we're also donating to the overdose prevention site. And when people say, why are you selling these booths and raising money? It's because every year as the protest grew at the art gallery, all the officials said, we need toilets, we need security and first aid booths and ambulances and radios. Can you do that? And we said, okay, we need to raise money. How do we do that? So people sponsor 420 to pay for these costs. And again, we pay all costs except for policing, and policing costs are killing community events all over. If people are concerned about the taxpayers, I agree. We shouldn't be wasting all that money, but Celebration of Light and Pride and even a weekend on Granville Street cost taxpayers a lot more, and cannabis prohibition has cost billions of dollars, so we're protesting against that waste of taxpayer dollars.
One city councillor, Vancouver City Councillor, Melissa DeGenova, is saying that she's going to put a motion before council that to recoup costs, city costs generated by the event that's taking place this weekend. What do you think of that? As well, there was an open letter to the editor from several community groups, the Pride Festival, Skookum Fest, Live Nation, etc., that would like to see things paid, I guess.
And we do pay. So this is very strange. Melissa doesn't need to file a motion. Every year we pay the bill. Last year we were asking, where's the bill? Come on, give us the bill. You told us to pay. It took until August. And Park Board added on a $10,000 fee. They tried to charge us for a permit that they didn't give us, but we pay for the aquatic center closing. We pay for the concession closing. We pay for park staff and city staff. We pay for everything involved except policing. So after this event is over, our nonprofit Vancouver 420 Event Society will be releasing all the numbers about how much it costs to put this on, to hire the ambulances, to get all the toilets, to get first aid stations, to have radios with police. So we'll present those numbers. But Melissa, she knows me. She asked me to run for park board with her a couple years ago. She can call me up, but she's spreading misinformation to score political points. This is more about the NPA attacking the poor mayor, and he's stuck in a strange position. But just grant us a permit, let us call ourselves a protest and a party and a festival like Pride gets to.
Do you think you would pay the policing costs, though? Would that make them happy?
If we could get the money. So this is a weird double standard. People say, pay the bill. And we go, okay, we're going to raise more money. And they go, you're making money. And we're like, but the money's to pay the bill. So if we could get more corporate sponsors, like other events get, Honda, Celebration of Light, gets $800,000 tax dollars to pay for policing and cleanup and all that. So if we just get a permit, we can get corporate sponsors, we can pay all the costs involved. But I think as someone who really supports taxpayers, and when I run for office, I always focus on tax efficiency, we need to look at how much is being spent on all events in the city. But 420vancouver.com has all the frequently asked questions, and people can reach out anytime to me on Twitter, and we're happy to share all the costs and info.
Thank you for being here today, Jodie Emery, cannabis advocate, as well as spokesperson for the 420 event taking place starting at high noon today.
Yes, indeed.
Thank